ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930 present The Drive.
It is Wednesday, December 10th. We are here at the Cam Henderson Center getting you set for Marshall and Western Kentucky. Welcome into today's edition of The Drive on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. Our text line is open, 304-396-TALK, 304-396-8255. Later on, we're going to have Bill Cornwell up here. We're going to get you set for the game. Bill has made a bold clothing choice today. He is wearing red here at the Cam Henderson Center. Thankfully, we've got time to get him changed into some proper gear. But while we do that, we've got on the program now, and she's got a lot to talk about today. The Director of Premium Seating and Donor Experience. That's a new title, isn't it? Emily Suter's with us. That's a new one, isn't it?
Yeah, as of last month, I've stepped into that new role, and we're figuring it out as we go.
Okay. So you've got the big announcement that was released earlier today or yesterday on herdzone.com that the Sky Deck is open for business.
It is. It is. We're excited. Yeah, my first quote in a release by Grant Traylor, so super excited to get in there. And, the Sky Deck. Tonight we're having an open house, so if you want to pop in and see what it can offer, it's $875 for the season. Since there's only 13 more games left. But food by backyard, drinks by backyard, open bar, good view above the court, so we're excited.
How important is this reconversion? Because that used to be the big green room, and then it got converted into offices, and now it's been reconverted back to more of a social space and more of a premium experience. So just how important is that to have that kind of space for basketball? Yeah,
so now it's kind of like a hybrid. Women's basketball's offices are still in that area, and that used to be the Herd fuel station for our student athletes to go grab a snack, but now they've moved that into the weight room. So it just made sense to open that back up to the public and kind of get that situated into a premium space.
Let's talk about the fact that you've got seating that's in the end zone now, offering a different experience for Herd fans. Of course, we've had the courtside seats for a long time. Now with the Sky Deck, it's not just going to be for Marshall basketball. It opens up some more possibilities here at the Henderson Center to host events.
Yeah, so any of our premium spaces, so like the Hartley Room, if you have an event you want to host, we actually had a bridal shower in there not too long ago. The deck is a premium space that's available to be rented over in football and as well as the Sky Deck over here. But like you mentioned, we do have the new Thunder tables over on the other side of the court, which those are available for $500 for the season. So we're just excited about all the new opportunities, all the new life that's coming to all of our facilities. The Dutch Miller Deck this year was super exciting to get going. It was a thought from last year that came to life, and we've gotten a lot of surveys back, and everybody's had a really good experience and things that we can tweak for next year, and we know that. So just looking forward to be back in the zone. But while we have the Cam rocking, we're looking forward to hosting people and getting that going.
Emily Suter's with us, Director of Premium Seating and Donor Experience. So similar experience then when you're in the Sky Deck. It's similar to maybe what football would be, basketball to football, obviously. But is there anything new, different, exciting that, fans maybe will get to experience for the first time if they get a chance to be up here for the Sky Deck experience?
Well, you get an aerial view, essentially. It's close to the Herd Heaven view, except comfy seats. It's like the arenas or like the courtside seats where it's cushioned on the back, cushioned on the bottom. And then, just open bar, buffet. Tonight we have lobster mac and cheese and wings from backyard. So just excited to get new things generating. And the buzz around it, I think, has been positive. And a lot of people are kind of popping in tonight just to see what it's about.
Now, it's open house tonight, so that anyone can come in and experience it, see what it's about, and they want to decide, hey, I want to be a part of this, you could probably sign them up right there.
Yeah. If you want to be a part of it, there's signs on the back of all the table or all the seats that are available for purchase. So if you jump around, sit in each seat once, and see what view you like the best, and then just come find me and say, hey, this is the seat that I like the most, like to get it for the season. And then I'll call Ryan Crisp, and he'll get it digitally delivered to you, or we could print them out for the season, whatever is best for you.
Now, those seats have been available before.
Mm-hmm.
So people have had an opportunity to sit from up there, watch the game. The experience, I don't want to say it's similar, but it's been catered before. So this experience, if someone's a little skeptical, this isn't just a fresh coat of paint, and here we go, we've got these seats open. You're looking to really expand what that experience is like with that space and then what is offered. As you mentioned, unlimited food. I pay my fee. I'm a member. I get to come to all the games, and I get probably a rotating menu as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Drew has sent me a few options. Drew Hetzer from Backyard sent me a few options of what we could possibly do up there, and each one sounded better than the next, so I'm excited personally. But, yeah, and up there we've opened up another Sky Suite from up there. There was one that was reserved for media, and so now that one's available for purchase. So there's 22 seats available in that box, so nobody's in there yet. So if you have 22 friends and you guys want to claim one all for yourself, we can make that work.
Okay, and of course, then next year the Paul Swann Pavilion will be up for sale here.
Okay, I'm writing that down.
You like it, the Paul Swann Pavilion. I'm surprised already my tables don't have sponsorships in front of it. I mean, I know you got to get the Sky Deck going first.
Well, hey, we can add nothing's too small. We can add everything to the list. I have a lot of pitches coming up soon, so the Paul Swann Pavilion.
Paul
Sounds
Swann
good.
Pavilion, and of course, you can, for a fee, you could sit next to me, listen to the show, even maybe be a guest, and a lot of that money will go back to Marshall. A small finder's fee, of course, for me.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think?
Yeah,
you want to do it?
You might discover the next best.
I'm going to show up, and there's going to be a new spot for me. Like, yeah, Paul, hey, we've got some sponsorship opportunities here.
It'll
Here's
be like
your
a
reads.
throne.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Better than these folding chairs.
Oh, no,
but
these are nice. No, I'm not going to complain here.
Okay.
No, this is good. These are comfy. I'm actually cool here. So I'm trying to help sell the event here for you.
Well, yeah.
No, my angle is lower than where I was last year, the seats you just mentioned. So you get the raised view of the Henderson Center. Those seats are going to be nice and comfortable. I haven't been up into the space since it's been remodeled just yet. I'm guessing there's a lot of different amenities, TVs, all that kind of things happening.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it's the same kind of situation. There's more coming, so be patient if you do come tonight. It's our first go at it, and obviously we look to improve each and every game. So, yeah, there's more on the way.
Now, you mentioned open house tonight. So with your membership or your ticket to this, you get the seats, you get inside the room. You know, is that the complete package, or can I just like, hey, you know what? I don't want to sit, but I want to hang out in that area.
Yeah, we have standing
options?
tables. Yeah, there's room for mingling. There's some couches in there now. If you want to just hang out, we saw that a lot in the Dutch Miller deck. That a lot of people just kind of liked the energy and the atmosphere, and just being in a room with other Herd fans that like actually care. It's important for people, and so to be with like-minded people and Herd fans, so it was special, and that was mostly our most positive response from the survey, was that people just liked being around other Herd fans that were there to cheer on the Herd.
How soon should people make that decision? What's the demand been like?
I've had a lot of people reach out in the last few days. I sold 4 this morning, so I think there's about 20 open, and that there's 22 in that one suite, but of the other ones, so about 40 available of the almost. I think there's over 100. So
I'm not holding you any numbers.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that's not really my thing.
Demand is there, so if you want a piece of that action, you better come up now and get your pledge in to.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be a member.
Yeah, we'll be there. I'll be walking around. We'll have other people from the Big Green walking around. So just grab somebody and we'll make it happen.
Emily Suter's with us, the new director of premium seating and donor experience. Now, we alluded to earlier, we've got some different options here at the Cam Henderson Center. Courtside, of course, is still an option. You have the Thunder tables, as you mentioned. Also, we have tables around courtside. Any availability there? And if so, what can fans expect if they want to take advantage of that?
Yeah, so the courtside seats have a long waiting list. There's a lot of demand there. And those courtside tables also are sold on a season basis, and they're all sold out for this year. And it's been the same for people since they first came on the market. So I don't think they want to give those up anytime soon. But the Thunder tables back there, behind our basket, those are nice seats, and there's 6 in a row on each side. So, and there's a concession runner that'll come take your order, go to the concession stands for you, so you don't even have to move, really.
Okay, so if you want to be completely catered, Sky Deck.
Yeah.
If you want to sit a little bit closer to the action, you get the Thunder tables, but you'll have someone that will take your order and go get your concessions.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's the same for courtside and those tables. So Sean from Sodexo has been holding us down the last few games, so I'm sure he takes good care of everybody.
So once the Sky Deck is launched and off and running, what's next?
We're already looking at football for next year. We have a meeting coming up to discuss the suite renewals. We have meetings coming up to discuss like what worked, what didn't work, parking, everything. So it really doesn't stop, Soccer's been a topic the last few weeks. But the success that the men's soccer program has had and the demand there. And then our women's program is super exciting, the season that they've had. And Rafa keeps signing more recruits, so we're excited for that next year. They're trying to go to Brazil in the summer, so we're trying to fundraise for that as well. So it's more than just seating for me, but all fun.
I'm curious, once this gets going for basketball, volleyball obviously is probably the next step as far as the premium seating with the Sky Deck. And of course, these are still options as well available for volleyball as well, the Thunder tables, the courtside, everything.
Yeah, we don't do the courtside tables for volleyball just because how much they run around.
Right.
And the balls go back there sometimes. But, courtside seats, anything you want, we can make happen.
Okay.
Paul Swann Pavilion.
Paul Swann Pavilion. I mean, if you want to sit up here.
I've written that down. So
you want to make this a premium space, and we could truly – it would be a different experience. You get to sit near the band, and you also get to sit near the working media, and you get this elevated view. It's not too high. It's not too low.
Yeah, no, you're shielded a little bit.
You are shielded a little bit.
No sun.
And you could also, for the right price, you can be on the program. Just throw that in.
So, you could be in the action right
We'll
here.
get a headphone on you.
Yeah.
And for the right price, we can make that happen.
No, this is cooler than calling in. I think I might need to come into the studio just so I can have a headset.
You're welcome to. You could co-host the show if you want to.
I'm in. As a top listener on Spotify, I think
I love that.
I'm the right.
I want to post it on social later. I'll repost it.
Okay, yeah.
I'll
screenshot my rap.
I'll love that. I'm not showing my rap this year because it's really, really lame because I don't have Spotify. But I got 4 months premium after I looked at my rap, so now I have Spotify.
So there you go.
So now my rap next year.
So next year you'll be ready.
I'll be ready to go. I've also, I don't know if you know Ben Anderson. He's one of the students at WMUL. He's also a part-timer for us at the radio station, and he loves Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay.
And he's given me this playlist of songs that I should listen to. And I was looking at it, and there's like a lot of Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Have you picked out a theme song yet?
I'm not sure. Maybe you can help me with that.
Yeah, are you going to change the opening song to a Sabrina Carpenter, lyrical?
We could do that. You want to help pick that out?
Yeah, like a special. Yeah, no, I'm all in.
Okay, and you could have some walk-up music as well.
Okay, yeah, for next episode.
Yes.
I'm inviting myself back on here.
You can do that, actually.
Okay.
You can actually do that. Invite yourself back. You can come up. Next time we're here at the Henderson Center, you can, on a weekday, come on up.
Okay.
Just sit down.
That's what I did today. So
she did. She rolled up, and she just sat down like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, put the headset on.
Because honestly, I don't know if I want to have Bill Cornwell on the show wearing that red sweater.
I know, and you and I are matching.
Yeah, right. I'm like professional casual to a degree. I got the black. I've got the right colors on, whereas Bill does not have the right colors on.
Here comes Bill. Let's see if he defends himself.
Bill, red. You're wearing red. It's Marshall, Western Kentucky. You're wearing red. He's being a good host.
He owned it at least.
He owned it.
He doubled down on the red
He's being a good host. Forget that. Forget this. This is Western Kentucky.
The red shoes.
Oh, my goodness.
The red shoes.
He's got red shoes. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he said it was Christmas colors.
No, there's no green there, buddy. If he would have had green, I would have bought that Christmas color thing.
Well, you don't know what the underwear situation's like.
All right, now.
Okay.
Let's walk it back, Emily. Let's just walk it.
I'm just saying,
just
you
a little
never
bit.
know.
That's why I love Emily. She's down for anything, and of course, if we're not having fun, I'm not. It's not a good show.
No,
we got to have fun. I mean, at least I have a green pen with my red pen.
Yeah,
today.
maybe give it to him. Let him stuff it in his front pocket.
No,
or something.
absolutely not. I do not forgive that whatsoever. So for those of you who just joined us, red is not the color today. If you're trying to be neutral, black is good. I'm wearing black. You're wearing black.
I'm wearing black.
You're very professional. You're ready to go. But you've got some green on
I
as well.
do have a green sweater upstairs.
But you work for Marshall.
I do.
And Bill, as a longtime trusted member of the media, a Hall of Famer, by the way, recent inductee in the Hall of Fame, and he's also going to get into the City of Canova's Hall of Fame coming up next year as well. So he's going to be a two-time Hall of Famer. Oh, yeah. Bill is.
I was not familiar.
Yeah, Bill. I was not familiar with the City of Canova's Hall of Fame either, but Bill is in now, and well deserved, by the way. He's such a huge member of the community, not only locally in Canova. I mean, he's part of the alumni band for CK. He does a lot of things.
What instrument did he play?
That's a good question. I will have to ask him.
Okay, I don't want to put you on the spot there.
No, I'm going to have to ask him. And, of course, right now he's greeting that's Randy Lee. That's that gentleman with the red tie and the red hat. He's the play-by-play voice.
For Western Kentucky.
For Western Kentucky. He's
fitting that he's in red.
But he's a Marshall alum, product of WMUL. So he's Western Kentucky guy.
Right, so he should be in red.
He should be. He's wearing the proper colors. Bill, on the other hand, is wearing the red shoes and the red vest. I don't get this.
Yeah, he can't live that down.
We probably need to take a time out. If you're here when I come back from break, we'll keep going. Emily is with us. She is the Director of Premium Seating and Donor Experience at Marshall University, Emily Suter. We're going to take our first break, come back. We will continue on with today's edition of The Drive here on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930.
Save big on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards. Refresh your home today with window images, blinds, and shades. We have everything you need for updating your window treatments. We carry vinyl, aluminum, and faux wood blinds, cellular shades, and more. Plus, you can get them trimmed to width in-store for free. Also, be sure to check out the weekly flyer on Menards.com for all our great deals happening this week.
Season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Earn more with 4 at the best community bank in the Kanawha Valley, Poca Valley Bank. Poca Valley Bank is now offering a certificate of deposit special, 10-month APY, annual percentage yield 4%. Take advantage of this great rate to grow your savings. For more information, stop by one of the 8 Poca Valley Bank locations today. Poca Valley Bank, where relationships matter.
Certain terms and conditions apply. Rates based on minimum annual percentage yield. Subject to change without notice. Minimum deposit required of $10,000 of new money not currently on deposit with Poca Valley Bank to receive APY. Member FDIC.
Looking for midweek fun? Head to Frank's Place, where every night's a party. Wednesdays are full of brains and brews with trivia night. Grab your crew and show off what you know. Thursdays, crank it up with Singo Bingo. Music meets bingo for prizes and laughs. Then Fridays, we hand you the mic for karaoke night. Sing your heart out and start your weekend right. The fun never stops at Frank's Place. Great drinks, great friends, and good times. Frank's Place, located at the River Place Plaza, next to Fratelli's. Check them out on Facebook for weekly updates and specials. Frank's Place, your home away from home.
You've been thinking about a career change. Collins Career Technical Center is ready to help you make it real. Classes start this January for Heavy Equipment Operation, Truck Driving Academy, and the new Central Sterile Technician Program. Collins offers 18 hands-on career programs in allied health, nursing, public safety, and skilled trades. Financial aid is available for most programs. Get skilled, get hired, get ahead. Apply today at collinscc.edu. Drive on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. Follow at Paul Swann on X for Marshall sports updates and more.
Continue on with today's edition of The Drive here on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. We're coming to you from the Cam Henderson Center, and we're keeping her along because, well, we're just having too much fun. Emily Suter is with us, Director of Premium Seating and Donor Experience here at Marshall University. We were talking about the premium seats that are available now here at the Henderson Center. There's an open house going on for this game. Is it just this game for the open house?
Yeah, it's just this game, but if you email me or call, we can get something figured out and you can come to another game. Just want to let everybody have the opportunity to be a part of something as special as the Sky Deck. And earlier you asked what was next, and then after this we move into baseball at the end of February, and we have a club area out there as well. We have premium seating there, so we're just moving along. Nothing
new, but better.
Just
improvement, learning what the last couple of seasons have taught you about how fans enjoy the experience at Jack Cook Field and the opportunities that are available to you.
Yeah, feedback's always super important, and I promise it doesn't fall on deaf ears. There's just sometimes that processes take a little bit longer than others, and but we hear everybody. We see what's posted. We know what works and what doesn't. So we all just want to make it work and do the best we can. So
I'm curious, best feedback that you've gotten
so far.
Anything that come to mind, the best feedback you went, wow, that's a great idea, and then you did it?
Well, the Paul Swann Pavilions is top of the list.
Number one.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Top of the list. We were looking at some of the feedback earlier today about the deck at football, and a lot of it was super positive. Chairs, seating, things like that. We know we need to either fix or get more of, move around, so... But most of it, it's all positive. People understand that it's the first year for something, and there's going to be kinks and things like that. So hiccups here and there aren't reason to, completely stop doing something. So we'll figure it out and make it better for next year.
All right, most ridiculous piece of feedback you've gotten? Anonymous.
I don't think I think people would be quick to catch on to that.
Okay.
So,
can't share that one.
Yeah, I'll plead the fifth on that.
All right, you'll share it off air with me, and I'll.
Yeah, I'll show you a few emails we've gotten.
Okay, fair enough. I will see your emails. No, Emily does a fantastic job here at Marshall University, as we just mentioned, a new Director of Premium Seating and Donor Experience. So, the premium seating is one thing. The donor experience goes beyond just. Hey, did you enjoy your time at the arena, at the stadium? Did you enjoy your seats? Donor experience goes across the board and beyond just game day seating.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it's anything. If you need me to be the bridge to the ticket office, now I have that piece where it's seating in there. So I'll ride the elevator up, take the stairs, whatever I have to do, show up to Ryan Crisp's office, and I won't leave until your tickets are printed or sent to you digitally. So it's just a lot of little things like that, but little things add up to be a big thing. So if you're not big on the little things, then the big things will be too little to matter. So it's just trying to make everybody have what they need to be successful or happy. Or it's not hard to be attentive and pay attention. I will say on air, I am the worst texter. I'll read your text, I won't answer, but it'll get done. But I'd rather have a phone call or an email.
Are you sure you're the worst texter at Marshall University, or does that honor go to Ryan Crisp?
I don't know. We might be neck and neck.
Okay.
Well, he always answers my text. I don't always answer his, so I might hold that title.
He answers my text once a week.
Okay.
Wednesday.
Well, he unreads his messages to know who he needs to respond to. I'll read them.
Yeah.
And then forget. I responded. Somebody texted me on a Saturday, and I answered on a Thursday, and I was like, "Hey, just want you to know, I did this, but I never followed up. So sorry." But as long as it gets done, I think it's fine. But I don't think a lot of people share that mindset.
Who can call you? Donor experience. Who can call you? Not anyone, right? Or, hey, anyone can call you. What is that level of donor experience? I have to maybe pay out to be a part of Marshall's family here to get the Emily
Well-
experience? Where does that begin?
I mean, don't go crazy with my cell phone, but it is on the bottom of all my emails.
Okay.
My cell phone my office phone does ring to my cell phone. I have it set up to Teams. Our IT department helped get that to work. So even if I'm out of the office, I can still answer my office phone, which makes it easy. So there's many phone numbers I can be reached at, but yeah, it's at the bottom of all my email signatures. So it's not too hard to come by.
So basically, if you're a Big Green member and you have an issue, call Emily.
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially,
And
we'll get it done.
all right. So, and
Depending on what it is.
right, depending on
Let me just.
okay.
Like not everything could be.
That's absolutely fair, and a great warning to don't just dump everything.
Yeah,
on Emily.
Don't ask me for silly things, but I mean, even if nothing's silly, but I'm just saying things that aren't obtainable.
I'm curious, in your time here at Marshall University, there have been a lot of changes at a rapid pace, and now you bring in Gerald Harrison as the current athletic director. What's that experience been like with him? He seems like a dynamic personality. He wants to get things done, and it seems like the things that you do are on brand for him as well, as far as that experience for people.
Yeah, I mean, I've been around since I think I started as an intern in January of 2020, so I have seen a lot of change, but just being able to have some ownership over something. So, like, I worked with sports, and I loved that aspect of it and being able to be a resource for all the programs here. But having ownership over something, having donors call me. So Gerald and Teddy seeing that potential in me, and even being able to, like, be in meetings with Naisha Campbell, which I don't know if you've had the pleasure of meeting, but she's incredible. And just even the Sky Deck, Naisha and I were here yesterday trying to figure out where tables should go, where couches should go. So just being able to have people that care enough to not see something and be like, oh, I like what you like, or just do what you want, and to be able to come and take 10 minutes out of their day to, like, make you feel special. So super excited about where we're headed and the opportunity that I have here. And I mean, Marshall's been incredible for me. I got my master's here, got full-time during my last semester of my master's. So I love Marshall, and it's starting to fall into place a lot of different places. So it's all good.
What made it special for you?
I think the people here, I know that's like an easy answer that everybody uses, just the community, but I moved here from Virginia and didn't know anybody, and to be able to have John Sutherland as my first, like, actual boss. Like, I've worked at an ice cream shop or, like, at a summer camp, so to have that be, like, my first taste of what, like, an office lifestyle is like, he is incredible. We would have book clubs, and he would try and, like, coach me up, and then he got me roped into being a coach for Upward, and that was a learning curve for us because he coached college women's basketball, and, like, I've never played basketball in my life, but I had the kindergarten team, and so he was like, oh, you're great with kids, like, you'll be fine, and I loved it, and I'm going into my third season there. So but not even that, like, my mom was moving me into this crummy house I lived in my sophomore year here. And she was like, no, after this, like, you're done. Like, you can't be here any longer. And then we went to a football game, and we saw all the people that I got to meet through the Big Green. And she was like, okay, like, I understand why you want to stay here. Like, you are taken care of. And, I mean, even Thanksgiving came around, and I didn't have the opportunity to go home just because we had men's basketball on a Wednesday and football on Saturday. And so I had everybody in my office invited me to their table, and even, like, some donors that knew that I wasn't going home when they saw me at basketball on Wednesday, they were like, oh, well, you can pop in. And so I think that's special, and I don't think a lot of schools have that. And so, and like you said, the grass isn't always greener everywhere you go. But here, I mean, it's Kelly Green.
Emily Suter's with us. Okay, ice cream, favorite flavor, since that's a career that you had.
Okay.
Favorite flavor.
I will be honest. You can't go wrong with, like, salted pretzel caramel.
Okay.
I like that. Oreo mint. I'm in on that. I'll never say no to ice cream, but the ice cream shop I worked at, it was like scooped and rolled and soft serve.
Oh, really?
So it was kind of a lot, and I kind of got out of ice cream for a while, but now that I don't have to do it, I can appreciate it a little bit more.
I love it. Emily Suter's with us. She is going to be back real soon. Hopefully we can talk her into the next time we're here. Marshall Athletics Director of Premium Seating and Donor Experience, also my #1 fan on Spotify.
Yeah, top 33%.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Emily, we got to do it again real soon. And hopefully we can do it maybe in the next home game we're here on the midweek, and we can just get Bill to...
Yeah, we'll figure out the Sabrina Carpenter intro
Right.
music. We'll
Okay,
get
we
Bill
do
in the
that.
right colors. It'll be good.
You got a lot on your plate.
Yeah, improvements for next time.
Yeah, improvements Emily will be making for next time will be Sabrina Carpenter.
It's all about the donor experience for me, Paul.
Exactly.
The
Sabrina
listener's experience, the donor experience.
Emily's now she's now my new partner in crime in this show.
Exactly.
And I guess we're going to bring Billy on when we come back from break.
All right, you guys have fun.
I don't know if I can now. I'm looking at that. I wouldn't even see that's your fault because you showed me the red shoes.
Yeah, the red shoes is really I think he was trying to hide those at first.
He's wanting attention. He is doing
He
that.
knew what he was doing.
He's
for
doing
sure.
that to be seen. So Billy will join us hopefully when we continue. Emily, thanks for doing it. Always a pleasure.
Absolutely.
More coming up on today's edition of The Drive, ESPN 94.1 and AM 930.
It's country cooking in downtown Huntington at 9th Street Diner. 9th Street Diner is Huntington's only authentic country diner, located in the heart of downtown Huntington at 534 9th Street. Enjoy a home-cooked meal with their great daily specials like a chicken Parmesan sandwich or fried pork chops. And pre-order your rolls, honey buns, or cinnamon rolls for your holiday gatherings. 9th Street Diner, open Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday 11 to 8, Friday 8 to 8, and Saturday 11 to 2. 9th Street Diner, country cooking in downtown Huntington.
This fall, let the Car Ferry bring a little magic to your driveway at Mark Porter Auto Group. With locations in Pomeroy, Jackson, Ohio, and Ashland, Kentucky. Want to shop 24 hours a day? Cozy up with a cup of cider and browse our full inventory anytime at markporterautogroup.com. Fall into a safe, reliable vehicle and let the Car Ferry guide you to Mark Porter Auto Group in Pomeroy, Jackson, and Ashland. Or shop 24/7 at markporterautogroup.com.
This season, make downtown Huntington your shopping destination. Stop into Old Maid Emporium, 834 4th Avenue. Shop unique Marshall clothing, accessories, and one-of-a-kind green and white gifts. Explore True Soul Boutique, 905 4th Avenue, where style and gift options are never ordinary. Every piece is daringly you, always true. For a break, check out Breathe Wine and Culture Company, 335 9th Street. Shop fine wine, craft beer, custom gift baskets, and charcuterie. Savor their bistro menu, dine in, or take it to go. Shop downtown Huntington.
Buddy's All-American Barbecue, now delivering straight to your door. Wings, ribs, brisket, and more. Order online today at WVBBQ.com. Great barbecue, ice-cold beer, and killer wings, all without leaving your couch. In Huntington.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with kids, finances, insurance, and life? Well, let your State Farm agent help you simplify and get to a better state. With State Farm handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too. Adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40%. Help you get ahead. Call an agent today and get to a better state with State Farm. In Huntington, Ray Crabtree, 304-736-8181. In Milton, Russ McRae, 304-743-9318. And in Lavallette, Jason Elkins, 304-529-7555.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover guitar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
I'm Naheem Hines, professional football player and proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy when I was 14, and I watched her struggle. But MDA helped her get the best treatments and care, and they also help kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. From day one, they've treated me like family at my local care center. MDA is the only one that funds over 150 care centers across the U.S. to help provide state-of-the-art care for adults and kids like me.
MDA has been transforming the lives of people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and other related neuromuscular diseases. They fund the research for breakthrough treatments, care, and cures. And MDA provides support to thousands of families like mine and Ethan's in communities like yours. Thanks to MDA, kids and adults can live life to its fullest. Join us and learn more at mda.org today.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
This is The Drive on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. Miss an episode? Catch it anytime on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
We continue on with today's edition of The Drive here at ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. Our intern / now part-timer Ben Anderson bringing me a delicious slice of pizza here at the Paul Swann Pavilion here at the Cam Henderson Center. Bill Cornwell is with us now, here to defend his roasting that we've been giving him.
Ben's a good man, by the way.
Ben is a great worker.
Unlike me, he's very helpful. You know.
Oh no, I wouldn't say that. You know, after we were destroying you for wearing red, I was explaining to Emily
I'm wearing holiday.
No, you're not.
Colors.
You don't have green on. There's no green.
Well,
Christmas colors are green
I'll
and red.
have green on Saturday when Wright State comes to town. Of course, that's problematic because remember, their color is forest green. So it better be Kelly green, right?
Yeah. I would have allowed forest green if you would have just had that in your wardrobe. I would have given you that.
This is kind of a fun game, Paul.
It is a fun game.
Because, a lot of the fans don't understand that we have a lot of relationships with the Hilltoppers from back in the Conference USA days, and the play-by-play guy for the Tops is Randy Gothrop, or Randy Lee as he goes by on the air.
Right.
He and I were at Marshall together back in the mid-'80s. Matter of fact, he's coming this way.
He's coming this way now.
He's coming this way.
We might have to move you aside just for a second.
And also,
we're going to kick Cornwell off the broadcast for a second. Oh, by the way, did you know that he was going to wear red?
He did not.
In red shoes, by the way, to welcome you here back to Huntington? Yes. You did know that. You probably were in on it.
Hey.
Good to see him here today on the court.
But I've known Randy for 40-plus years, worked with him. Randy and I actually made a little history because we were the people that got the WMUL at the Southern Conference Tournament practice started. Now, we only did the Marshall games back on that first Rick Huckabee year.
Right.
But you remember what happened that year. Marshall goes to double overtime and knocks out Chattanooga. I believe it was 111-107, Paul. Was that not right?
That sounds about right, yeah.
That was that year down at the Asheville Civic Center when there were probably about half the building was wearing green. It was amazing how many Marshall fans made it down there.
Oh, it was tremendous.
And the next year they did the $2 bill thing.
I remember that as well because I had to have $2. I was younger. It was fun because being in high school, junior high and high school growing up, we would have the TV carts, the AV room.
Yes.
We'd have to bring the TV carts in so we could watch those games.
Right.
And watch Huck's Herd. And as a student at then Camac Junior High School, the Blue Streaks, we would be in gym class and people would take turns coming down the court. I'm Jeff Battle.
Hey, Jeff Battle was something.
He was
still
tremendous.
Something special.
He is.
Now an assistant coach with the Georgetown Hoyas, so he's still very much in coaching. I so wish there was a way we could get Jeff here maybe before he ends his coaching career to be part of the staff at Marshall because he's just a special guy. But, known Randy for years and worked with him for years and also become good friends with his broadcasting partner with the Hilltoppers, Hal Schmidt. So it's great to have them back in town.
We have to give our producer back in the studio a break. So we will take that and come back, and we will wrap this one up. We're here at the Cam Henderson Center. It is Christmas colors tonight, green versus red. It's The Drive, ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. All the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
You've cut back on everything and you're still coming up short at the end of the month. Give your local State Farm agent a call for a free discount double check. They'll show you how something as simple as combining car and home policies can save you hundreds of dollars a year. Being there to help keep more of your money is why your local State Farm agent is here. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
In Huntington, Ray Crabtree, 304-736-8181. In Milton, Russ McRae, 304-743-9318. And in Lavallette, Jason Elkins, 304-529-7555.
Looking for midweek fun? Head to Frank's Place, where every night's a party. Wednesdays are full of brains and brews with trivia night. Grab your crew and show off what you know. Thursdays, crank it up with Singo Bingo. Music meets bingo for prizes and laughs. Then Fridays, we hand you the mic for karaoke night. Sing your heart out and start your weekend right. The fun never stops at Frank's Place. Great drinks, great friends, and good times. Frank's Place, located at the River Place Plaza, next to Fratelli's. Check them out on Facebook for weekly updates and specials. Frank's Place, your home away from home.
Cold weather's on its way, and what do you want on those cold, chilly evenings? A warm blanket and a hot cup of cocoa. Well, you know who else wants the same comfort? Mice. Messy, uninvited guests. They sneak in and leave droppings, chew through your food and packages. Don't let mice take over your home this fall and winter. Call K&B Pest Control. We will kill for your business. Call today, 304-523-4281.
We're back with Chris from Chris Rivers Eats. Chris, fall is here, and that means fall cocktails.
That is right. Our bar team has put together some really amazing specials, like the pumpkin spice painkiller and the cilantro hot honey margarita.
I tried the apple butter whiskey smash, and it was incredible, full of fall flavor.
Yeah, we're really proud of these. You know, we try to use fresh local ingredients. We squeeze our own citrus, got some really bold flavors in there, and always add a few surprises.
So whether you stick with your favorite or try something new, you'll find it at Chris Rivers Eats, Route 60 in Huntington.
Hurt at work? Warner Law Offices is now here for you in Huntington on 4th Avenue, across from the courthouse. Personal, local, decades of experience.
Call 345-6789.
Hi, this is Dave Wilson, host of Metro News Talk Line, and you're listening to The Drive with Paul Swann on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930.
Thank you, Dave. Don't forget, Talk Line coming up tomorrow. It'll be 10:06 right here on ESPN 94.1 at AM 930. Paul Swann, your host for today's edition of The Drive here on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. Bill Cornwell will be back with us here momentarily, as he had to step away from the broadcast position just for a few minutes as the Thundering Herd continuing to get set. We've got warm-ups going on now on the court as Marshall welcoming in Western Kentucky to the Cam Henderson Center. Now, this is an important game. Marshall has not won in 8 tries against Western Kentucky. We got to go back a ways to find a win for the Thundering Herd. So the last time that these two teams played and Marshall won, we got to go all the way back to January 12th, 2019, as Bill Cornwell rejoins us here at the broadcast location. And Bill, just to get you caught up to speed, I was pointing out the fact that Marshall has not won against Western Kentucky in 8 tries. Last win for the Herd, January 12th, 2019. It was a 70-69 victory. Ever since, 8 straight losses for the Thundering Herd.
Teams did play last year down at Ed Diddle Arena at Western Kentucky, and actually a very competitive game, but the Hilltoppers were 90-82 winners in that contest. But you're right, it's been a while. It's hard to believe, as competitive as these games have been over the years.
Thundering Herd desperately needing a win, period, not just in this series, but a win. Herd coming in after 3 straight losses, including 2 on the road. You lost a tough one. Coach Jackson still believes that Marshall should have beat Wilmington. And then, of course, Saturday's game at Ohio was a head-scratcher. But at the end of the day, the 2 things that stand out to me the most, and maybe not Coach, but too many free points from the free throw line, and Marshall was shooting subpar behind the arc. Here's an interesting fact I was digging up. Marshall, when it shoots or scores 10 or more field goals from the three-point line, undefeated. Marshall is 5-0 when it hits 10+ from the three-point line.
And what's really good is there are multiple guys on this team that can hit from the three. We know Hollenbeck can. Obviously, Spear can hit from behind the three-point line. Wyatt Fricks. There are all kinds of weapons that can get the job done. They just got to do a better job. And, of course, the one thing that really caught your attention if you were listening to the post game was Coach Jackson in the Ohio game said, we got out toughed. He said that his guys were playing soft. They were not competing very well, and that he expects a lot better effort tonight against the Hilltoppers.
Marshall coming into this game desperately needing a win against an old foe from Conference USA, and that is Western Kentucky. Coach Jackson in his second season, 25-17. Hank Plona, second season with Western Kentucky, similar record, 23-17. He's really got this team going this second season for the Hilltoppers. They're odds-on favorite to maybe win Conference USA. If not, they're going to have a top 2, top 4 finish.
Exactly. There's a lot of really good, I wouldn't say great teams in Conference USA, but you got some good teams there. They're nearby rivals. Middle Tennessee's got a really nice team this year. Louisiana Tech's always quite competitive, and so we'll be watching for those folks. Of course, the Tops got to go to the Bahamas a couple weeks ago during the Thanksgiving. They went to the Battle for Atlantis, and it was not a good trip other than getting to go to the Bahamas. They lost 2 games, but they got home and have gotten well with wins over Wichita State and Evansville.
You look at that Bahamas trip, undefeated Vanderbilt. They lost by 5. They trailed by 3 with 6 seconds left. South Florida, they lost that game in overtime, led by 7 with 1:12 left, I believe. 7 lead changes in overtime. So I would feel really good about where my team was right now if I only had those 2 losses and the way that the Hilltoppers performed in that Bahamas trip. I would feel good the rest of the way going into conference.
And I know that Vanderbilt game was fun for them. You realize they're only an hour up the road from Nashville, but they don't play Vanderbilt. And so that was probably one that they had circled on the calendar.
Absolutely a rivalry game by geography, maybe.
Yeah.
And, of course, you want to play those regional opponents, and so I'm sure that got the Hilltoppers up a little bit more. And interesting thought there with the Hilltoppers being just a few hours away from Huntington as well.
I miss the rivalry, especially in football.
It was a good rivalry. I don't think Randy knew this. I was explaining to Randy Lee, the voice of the Hilltoppers, when I spoke with him yesterday, that when Western Kentucky's name was thrown out there as a replacement for Texas State in the Sun Belt, that there was a lot of support, at least from these parts, to add Western Kentucky. He did not know that.
There was a whole lot. And, then, of course, they had a lot of options in recent years when there was the original realignment a couple of years ago, Paul. There was actually talk about them in Middle Tennessee going to the MAC of all things.
I actually would have thought that would have been an okay arrangement there because the geography would have worked. Western Kentucky would have done well. The basketball's fine in the MAC, but Conference USA trying to rebuild itself. Western Kentucky probably would have made that jump. Middle Tennessee pictures itself more of a Southern school, and the MAC does not say Southern at all when you look at the geography.
And it's very Southern now when they added Kennesaw State and they added the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. So, they've really kind of cemented themselves, and they've gotten away from, the northern team with Marshall. Marshall was way north of most of the teams in the league and kind of a mismatched toy, so to speak.
Marshall and Western Kentucky, the 2 teams are on the court. Shoot-arounds going on right now as warm-ups continue. We're here tonight for our pregame coverage coming up next on 93.7 The Dog and here on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930 as Marshall and Western Kentucky meet for, this is an interesting, even though the series began in 1934, the record is only 23-12 in favor of Western Kentucky. But since 2004, Marshall trails the series 13-8. So it's been a competitive series since the two teams started playing again, but losing 8 straight, Marshall's kind of fell behind in this. So hopefully for the Thundering Herd's sake, you get the win tonight, and a win would probably right the ship a little bit more. I hate to be Coach Jackson trying to figure out how I'm in a 4-game losing streak after 2 games in which you should have won. And I would say really 3. Those were 3 winnable games for the Thundering Herd. Right. But those other teams seem to want it more. And I'm going to be honest with you, Wilmington, that game was a wash for me with the way that the free throw line was a factor.
A lot of folks think that the Herd, let's be blunt, the Herd got jobbed, a lot of people feel, in that game. So speaking of officiating, we have 2 guys tonight that are Final Four caliber officials. Doug Schau's and Anthony Eads are 2 of the 3 officials tonight. We got big-time officials talent.
We'll switch gears. We'll be on 93.7 The Dog coming up in less than a minute. Also right here on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930 for West Virginia and Appalachian Labor's District Council College Basketball today. Stay tuned.
WRBC Huntington, W227BS Huntington, your flagship home of the Marshall Thundering Herd and The Drive with Paul Swann, ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.